Hello everyone. Previously, we had discussed about the eval and how to avoid its pitfalls. So today we'll be discussing about JavaScript, WeakRef and finalization registry. So what is WeakRef and let's see what is finalization registry. And after that, we will be implementing the same with the help of the example. First, we will be going with the WeakRef usage and the next will be going with the finalization registry. So what is WeakRef? WeakRef holds the weak references to the objects to avoid preventing the garbage collection. So again I am telling WeakRef holds the weak references to the objects to avoid preventing the garbage collection. So what is finalization registry? It runs the cleanup logic after an object is garbage collected, right? So basically it runs a cleanup logic after an object is garbage collected. So that's what the finalization registry do. So let's try to implement the same. First, let's go with the this one. How to make use of the WeakRef, right? So I'll just come here. Let me quickly give let object equals within the object. Let me give value in the terms of number. Let me give 42. This is one thing. Let me close this one and let me consider the variable name WeakRef. And let me assign this one to, let's create new WeakRef basically. So here I'll just give WeakRef of object. So obj I have considered, right? I'll just consider obj here. So let me assign object to null. So what we're doing here, WeakRef doesn't prevent the garbage collection, right? So that is the reason we'll be assigning the object to null. So next I'll just log here. I'll just try to log here weakref dot dref. So here I'll just tell you what I have done here. So this may return null or the value 42. We don't know. It might return the value null or the value 42. So this line what I am doing here, this weakref doesn't prevent the garbage collection. So we are assigning the object to null. Here I'm just logging weakref.dref here. This might return null or value 42. So I'll just quickly explain what I have done here. New weakref what I have considered here. This one basically creates a weakref, weak reference to the object. As I have said, it creates a weakref creates a weak reference to the objects, preventing the garbage collection, right? So here this one new weakref of object. So this creates a weak reference to the object. So what does weakref.dref do here? This one. This we are trying to retrieve the object if it is not garbage collected. As I have said, this line may return null or value 42. Let's try running the code. Let's see what output we will get. So here weakref.dref is not a function. So just give me a second here. So here what mistake I have done here is, so this W I have kept small here, right? WeakRef, we are creating a WeakRef of object. So this W has to be small actually. So now if I try to run the code, yeah, we are getting the output value 42, right? This gives weak reference to the objects as I have said earlier, and it might return null as well. Keep running the code, it might return null or it might return value 42. That is the reason we usually don't make use of the weakref quite often. So here now we know how to make use of the weakref. Next, let's see how to make use of the finalization registry. So I'll quickly delete this one. So I'll just come here. I'll just give here let registry equals let's create the finalization registry of held value, right? So I'll just give here finalization registry of within this one, let me give something like held value. Let's make use of the arrow function. Here quickly let me log something within the strings. In my case, I'll just make use of the template literals. let me make use of the backticks. I'll just give here object with value. We have considered the parameter, this one, held value, right? So, yeah, what is happening here? This is my held value was garbage collected. So let me quickly give this one. Let me close this one. So what I have done here, I have considered the variable name registry. We are creating the this one, new finalization registry, and I'm considering the parameter held value. So I'm just logging by considering the template returns. I'm just logging this one within the strings. Object with the value, held value was garbage collected. Now let me consider, let object equals, here I'll just take key as key itself, and value also I'll just consider value itself within the strings. So after this, what shall I do here? Let me make use of the registry dot register two parameters. One is object, this one we have considered object, and the second one will be, I'll be going with the value within the strings. So I'll just give here value, right? So let me give obj, object equals null. Let me assign the object to null. So I'll quickly explain what I have done here. Finalization registry of callback, this one. Finalization registry of the callback held value, this one, right? This one, what it is doing, finalization registry of the callback, basically this runs the callback when an object is collected. Again I'm telling, so this runs the callback when an object is collected, and register, this one, registry dot register of object comma value. What this does basically, this registers obj with a value for the cleanup. This registers obj, this one or this one, right? Obj that we have considered here. This registers the obj with a value for the cleanup. I hope this is completely clear. So this is how we make use of the finalization registry, right? So this basically finalization registry of the callback held value. So this runs the callback when an object is collected, and this one, this is simple. This one, register of obj and value, what we have given here, register of obj, this one basically registers obj or the object with the value for cleanup. So when I try running the code, what I have missed here, just give me a second. So yeah, here instead of the flower braces, I have given parenthesis, right? Let me change this one to flower braces. So if I try running the code again, so we are not getting any output. We will not get any output basically. This is just the example to show how to make use of the finalization registry. So why we are getting the program did not output anything here. So basically I'll explain. So garbage collection basically is non-deterministic. So it will run in the background, and we don't have any guarantee. So when it will run during the program execution, right? The garbage collection, we can run at some time, and we can get the output object with the value. For the held value, we have passed value basically. Object with the value was garbage collected. That also we can get the output, or we can just get the output empty, or program did not output, this is showing, right? Either we can get the value, object with the value was garbage collected, or we can just get the empty output as well. Why? Again I'm explaining. So garbage collection is non-deterministic, and it will run in the background, and we don't have any guarantee when it will run, when it will execute during the program. I mean, when it will run during the program execution, right? So that is the reason. So now we are getting the empty output. This is fine. So now we know how to make use of the WeakRef and the finalization registry. So this is it for now. Next we will be so next we will be discussing about the advanced error handling with try, catch, and finally, right? So for now, this is it. Thanks for watching, guys.